What's up, guys? Subterra here, back for another VOD review. Today, doing a Marcel P VOD review, because this guy is a beast. Just every single set of TFT this guy plays, he does better and better and better, is always making it to the World Championships. Not sure, actually, who is in this lobby, but, I mean, by the looks of some of these names, it actually does look like a quite solid lobby. MOGG is a fantastic A-Plaque player. Cool guy Dom is NA, right? But is a solid NA player. Ooh, we're already going to see Marcel P doing something that people are doing so much last set. And we are going to make 10 on the first on 1-4 by soloing out with Talon. Talon looks like a fantastic unit. They can easily solo out the first 1-4. So something that you can definitely go for here if you want to solo minions out. Looking at the rest of our options here, augment-wise, not amazing. It's Soraka Evelyn portal, which means you can kind of either go, full loss streak and take the econ or HP, or you can, go into the Evelyn and try to win streak. He looks like he is going to try to go to the loss streak angle here. And yeah, it's just going to full open here with bodyguard training. So just saying, you know what, we've made our first 10. That will fuel our econ enough to be able to kind of like push levels throughout the rest of this game. And then the bodyguard training, once we reach something like a level 8, will give us the, necessary power to stabilize. We are also, of course, holding our contractually obligated timebreaker unit here. Anytime you're playing TFT on this set, especially if you're lost streaking, you want to hold timebreaker, but you also want to make gold here. So we are going to sell and make 20 gold in this spot here, just straight up full open. I think Marcel would feel a lot better if he could reach Timebreaker or if he could reach one of these Primordian setups. Hilariously, he is fighting somebody who has both Timebreaker and Primordian in with a Primordian spat, which is crazy. That is like the dream econ opener, but all good. We can't all have everything that we want here, and the upside is this lets us full open into people like that Veigar player. So yeah, good spots for a lot of people this game. Oh, and the Veigar player, wait, no scout, no pivot. Plus Meeple actually sounds like a really nice kind of combination there, because you can no scout, no pivot, get extra stats on your entire board. No scout, no pivot is always board wide now, and then just slowly add Meeple units, eventually hit that Veigar 3, and then you will have a very, very stacked up board with the Veigar on it. I wonder if you do even ever take the Soraka one here, because the Eve one is so much gold. Like, I would be way too tempted to just grab the Eve one here. I feel like you do. 9 gold is 9 gold, man. Versus the other one, yeah, I don't think you could even take the Soraka one here. We can grab maybe Lulu here. This is still flippy world, where if you take the right, you receive the left here. Oh, no, they actually, looks like they hotfixed it. Okay. Wow, good to know. Okay, so we're not in flippy world anymore. He did click the Leona there. Let me go back and make sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, he clicked the Leona and got the Leona. What a world! Wow, when did they fix that over the weekend? I was celebrating Easter with my family, so maybe during Easter when I wasn't playing, they did that. But that's actually huge tech. Okay, so I will no longer have to pick the wrong option to get the right option here. This is also a really nice shop. Talking about these econ options, all right, we have 2 Primordian, we have 1 Timebreaker here. We're on the way to everything, but not quite there yet. But that's okay. We can still, pretty easily take this 5 loss streak here. Still do not get anything. We do get Arbiter, I guess, which is, let's see, he does 10 damage. 10 damage, chance to get a free reroll, actually, so he's going to kind of use this as an econ option here, but then realizes, oh man, this Veigar player, I need to lose to them. They do, once again, have that no scout, no pivot, so not like they can really sack versus us, but yeah, we got to play against them, and hold our Timebreaker and hold this Alawi here as well, because hey, I mean, we're on a 5 loss here. Anima is also something that we could look at, so we're going to take another loss here. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I've watched Marcel a lot this PBE cycle, and it feels like he's just constantly doing this, like full open and trying to force comps that he knows and just get better understanding of those comps. Marcel was very much the Mighty Mech person the first few days, and spoiler alert, this is going to be a game, especially after we see the Mighty Mech in shop, where we can think about playing around Mighty Mech here. So yeah, we can really, from just rip here, say this is going to be a Mighty Mech game. There's 2 variants that Marcel has been playing a lot. He's been playing the true like Urgot reroll version. kind of a different version than the one we VOD reviewed a few days ago. He plays with Victor as a duo carry. And then you can also play like the true ASOL version, which is the one I'm really curious about because I have not played any of the actual ASOL version. And yeah, he is going to team planner out his idea here. This really straightforward idea here where, you know, the best channeler that you can play a lot of the time, or conduit as it is called now, is Victor. And then it's pretty easy to get stuff like Psionic in. There's a lot of units that line up in that setup there. Care package, never a bad option. So that's what I would be looking at here. And yeah, looks very, very solid. Gonna give you items. The dupes are a little here because like we're likely not playing the reroll version. But you know, dupes is dupes. So I don't think we can feel too bad about that. And the big thing is we just have to start building towards our Aurelian Soul items if we do want to play this. But you can see here Akali fits in nicely for Marauder. You can fit Nova in. You can fit, yeah, stuff like this, like Gragas fits really nicely in. Master Yi in. So yeah, actually, was that truly the real board? Because I think on that board he had 3 Psionic in, but whatever. Yeah. I mean, you would replace Akali for the last for the Pike here is one version that one could play. But I guess he's just kind of trying to planner everything, right? Because he already is the Maokai, and so you know Marcel has already played this line so many times, crazy on PBE to already have that amount of familiarity with the line. But he does have it, and so he is saying, okay, I can flex into the Nova version or the Psionic version, so we can figure all this stuff out. Items here also for the Mighty Mech here. So what's really weird about the Mighty Mech is the Mighty Mech is a tank, but he's also kind of a melee carry. This guy does pretty good damage. Used to do way better damage at the start of PB, but this guy's still kind of a beast when it comes to dealing damage. And so you can build stuff like Sterax, even like Titans onto him, and feel quite good about it. Ooh, Blessing Size must be good, right? Just even more big HP onto this guy. It's also, you know, he's a big, tanky HP guy, so anything that scales with HP, something like a Sterax, even something like a BT, can be really, really nice on him because he has all this HP to work with. So, I mean, there's no reason not to go for just this Giga HP, especially with the Blessing here. Level up and just turn him into an absolute monster here. He's also even still holding the Primordian here. Yep, so that we can fit the 3 Primordian in here. Gonna make the Titans Resolve as well to finish out our last item. So we have this Giga. It's oh my god, welcome back, Udyr. I didn't even really think about it. But if you guys remember, Duelist Udyr from set 15. Welcome back. The Gargoyle plus the Titans plus the Sterax here. Just a giga tanky, and I mean, you can see why he would do something like this. The Mighty Mech just absolutely clears here. Only annoyance with this is, wait, we had Timebreaker in. Where's his XP? Did he? I'm losing my mind. Why didn't he get XP there? Because he didn't crack it either. Because he would have had Adi XP. Someone tell me what I'm missing. Oh, he did win the fight before that, so he cracked it to even EXP. I see. But now, if he wins another one, he's going to be at odd EXP the entire game, but it's fine. We will lose this fight. It also doesn't matter if you're odd EXP, even EXP. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It just means that you wasted one free EXP, which is not even a bad thing. We do also, wow, natural the ASOL and the Urgot here, which is just kind of crazy that we're hitting on all cylinders here. We are going to mecha the ASOL here to reach for mecha in this spot because we do want to play the version where he flies around like an airplane. I don't know. This ASOL unit is so cool, and I'm really curious to see what he wants to build out on this dude here. He's going to reforge belt here. Has made red buff here, but I mean, I guess he has Satoru Gojo build if he wants it here. Going to take the psionic item actually. The channeler. It's not called channeler. It's like something sympathetic something is what it's called here, but it's the one that grants mana regen slowly. So he is, yeah, just going to build all of these aura items onto the ASOL. I mean, the upside is ASOL hits a lot of units with his little drones that fly around here. So the red buff, Void Staff, really nice itemization there for now, so that we can, get all of those applied here. Last augment here, always tempting to take a call to chaos here. I don't know if there's that much value in new recruit. Definitely stuff. I mean, you could always just take this and dupe and be done there, but yeah, call to chaos, never a bad option. Gets the gold option here and realizes immediately, okay, we must roll down here, and we do roll down and hit the ASOL 2 here. This should be enough to stabilize us on the way to level 9 here, and he's holding everything, right? It really seems like from this game there are 2 main variants of this comp that Marcel is looking at here. which is the 4 Psionic version where you duo carry Yi, and then the the Nova version, which you can maybe play on the way to Yi before you really have Yi items, and also just kind of like when you haven't hit the Yis yet, no Yi 2 means it's kind of hard to play around Yi. He is going to level up here and make the 6 mecha upgrade here. It's pretty free to play 6 mecha when you're already playing 4 mecha. You just have to mechanize a unit. But I mean, the question is, how much do you care about it? Because it really doesn't do that much for you. You make a mecha Urgot here, but I mean, if you are doing this, it means we are going to duo carry Urgot as our last unit on this board and just truly play for the 6 mecha. You don't want to be playing this random Urgot and just mechaing him, because at that point, well, why would we do that when we could just play anything else here? So that's kind of the way to think about it, I think. Oh, I'm really tempted to just take that gold here. Our board's pretty strong. And this leads us to something like, I mean, I guess it could be even like an Edge of Night. The other big question is, do you want Evelyn or do you want Soraka as your God boon? And he is going to opt to take the Evelyn as the God boon here. A little scary because we're low HP, but maybe it's not scary even because, it makes us so much stronger in the immediate term, right? Like, yeah, eventually we'll be kind of weak here, or not really, but the idea is that, like, yeah, we get the instantaneous power with getting Evelyn. Also, Reforge. I don't really know what he's looking for here, honestly. Like, he had like a BT there if he wanted to build towards Urgot items. I guess he's not thinking of itemizing Urgot. I mean, maybe he's thinking of duo carrying this Victor. Certainly something that we can do as well here. I also do really like the idea of just, you play the 2 Psionic and you can get the Sympathetic here and just put it onto ASOL, because until you reach 4 Psionic, there's no actual incentive to put the item on the Psionic unit versus just something like an ASOL here. So it becomes a 3rd item for ASOL very easily here. And, we've just been 6 item, 3 on our carry, 3 on our main tank, if you can even call him a tank, the entire early game here, and it's been going fantastically. So this looks really, really nice, and we still have the possibilities of playing into other stuff here. He's looking at Bard on this board as another Chandler. Shen is just a really, really good 5 cost. So yeah, it looks like, I think his idea here is, well, I don't really have Yi items in this spot here, so I don't really want to play for Yi. I'm just going to play for, high cap AP stuff. I mean, this looks pretty high cap AP stuff as well here. Yeah, this looks perfect here. We can make a Shojin Archangels, or I guess even a blue buff Gunblade if we want to here. Gonna level here, get the Jin plus the Morgana in here. Jin 2 comes for the ride. And yep, the Archangel gonna come down here, going to slam the Sympathetic back down here, and then we have Shojin red buff that can go onto, I mean, Morg holds these items really nicely. We did just hit a Jin 2, so maybe that's something as well. Get a Death Cap. Oh my god, okay. So that actually is then going to go into ASOL, yeah, and we're just going to triple item this Jin for now. We can move the Shojin over to him, the red buff, and yeah, just go no mana Gen on the ASOL, just have him fly around, shoot some drones at people, and just be an absolute nuisance in all things. And yeah, I mean, look at the damage. My god. I mean, 1, it's impossible to get through the Mighty Mech, and then 2, the ASOL was doing huge damage here. So yeah, just wow. Kind of perfectly played mid-game for Marcel. Just really knows this line like the back of his hand. Even holding onto the Fiora here as a potential in on this board. I can't imagine that you'd ever want to cut out of a Kali here, but as something that we could fit into just to get Marauder onto our entire board. That is 5% Omnivamp for the entire board, which is not nothing, especially when you have a unit like ASOL that's flying around and a unit like the Mighty Mech, who is a, kind of like a melee tank who could really use that 5% Omnivamp for all the damage that we're doing. But it is still a little bit hard to fit here with all the other stuff that we got going on too. Picks up Karma here and then is going to make a nice swap in of Karma plus Bard here. Hits the Morgana too, and now we are truly hitting cap here. So Karma, obviously really, really nice here for the Voyager for the entire board and the Dark Star for the entire board. So wow, Marcel, I mean, watching this game, he looks insanely familiar with this line, which makes sense, right? I told you, he's been spamming this line like all of PvE, and he looks like he knows every single variation of it like the back of his hand. Gets the Bard in here as a really nice Voyager. At this point, we don't really need the Psionic item because especially after this carousel, we're going to have, 3 item, 3 item, 3 item. Going to take the Anvil here. Do you ever just move items over to Morg here, by the way? I mean, the red buff should be better on her than, something else. He is just saying that the Jin is better in this spot here. I mean, Jin hits multiple units with his final, his that he does, his 4th shot. The nice thing about Morgana is she hits 3 units and then dots them. She like slowly sucks them. And so that makes it really nice, something like a red buff she's constantly reapplying. Whereas Jin, his first cast, is only actually hitting one unit until you get to that fourth shot, and then he applies it to everybody. Shen 2 appears here, so we're gonna cut. Wait, what did we just cut here? We cut. Oh wow, we cut out of Nova in this spot. That's actually blowing my mind here. Losing out on the spell crit here, but just saying, you know what? These 5 costs are too good. I can't not play them. And so yeah, we fit the Shen on the board, we fit the Vex on the board, and it is a true mech 5 cost soup at this point. We are playing literally the only actual traits that we have on the board: Conduit, Voyager, and 2 Darkstar here, and that's all we need, plus a bunch of cool 5 costs. We are going to lose to a bigly stacked up Graves here. A little scary there. That guy's board is not bad at all. We just need to find a way to cap a little bit higher here. And the Evelyn's, not instinct, that's what the item's called, but her item from her augment essentially that you get from the treasure dragon does us a little dirty there. It makes us take a little bit extra damage. But yep, we got to roll down here. We do farm the Elder Dragon here. We could field this over something like a Vex if we want. Actually, does he think the Elder Dragon is stronger than any of these 5 costs we have? Wow, he drops Conduit? That is the last unit I would have ever dropped here, but he says, you know what? What's a little bit of extra mana gen here? Let's play the Elder Dragon on this board here. All right, rotate into a Meeple board. Oh no! But the Riven just wraps straight to our backline because we solo frontlined our frontliner. We didn't allow ourselves to not get wrapped here. It's okay win the fight here. Elder Dragon does a little bit of damage. Also, I know there's a lot of confusion. People are like, is the Elder Dragon a bug? It's a bug if you get it from an augment. If you do like we did here and have Bard farm it off of minions, that is not a bug. That is intended. You're supposed to be able to farm Elder Dragon off of, stage 5, stage 6 minions and field it onto your board. What was a bug is the crazy broken version that you could get out of Augment. Really nice positioning here, going to prevent ourselves from getting Fizz for a while, but my god, that Rogue Fizz is doing a lot of damage, just blows through our front line in 2 seconds, and man, if Asol's on the other side, maybe we could have won this, but we are going to end up losing this fight. Minus 12 here, so it is a top 4 from Marcel, but I mean, still a very, very solid top 4 with this line. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check my Twitch and Metafy. All my other links down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.